to your first class. Today we are going to start off with the first chapter of your book. This chapter number 1, the computer system. The topic that we are going to study is classification of computers. And classification means to divide into different groups or categories. So we can also classify computers on the basis of their on different types. We can classify computers on the basis of their hardware, software, computer languages, or the size. And today we are going to study classification of computers by their size. So computers can be classified into 5 different types on the basis of their size: mobile computers, microcomputers, mini computers, mainframe computers, and supercomputers. Now we are going to see in details what are these computers. Okay, so the first one is mobile computers. Mobile computers are the smallest computers designed to be carried by users. Laptops, ultrabooks, net e-books, tablets, smartphones, personal data assistants, we call them PDAs short form, and portable media players. Portable media players mean the devices that are made only to play different types of media, music or videos or all these sort of things. So these are these are some examples of mobile computers, because mobile means to be able to move freely. So these computers are designed in such a way that they can be moved from one place to another very easily. They're just the size of a hand, so it's not very difficult to carry all these things with you. So you have you can have access to all the kind of media, or if you want to if you want any information about anything, that you can carry PDAs with you, and you can carry mobile phone with you, and there are a lot of options in mobile phones. So these are mobile computers, and they are very small. Okay, they are very small. They are small because they can be taken from one place to another easily. So everybody is carrying mobile phones or having a laptop with them, or an MP3 player is also example of a portable media player. So this is the first classification of computers on the basis of their size, which is called mobile computers. Now the second type of computers that we classify on the basis of the size is called microcomputers. Okay, before that we are going to look deeply into all these categories of mobile computers. So mobile computers basically are, first of all, the example that I gave you is laptop. So laptops, they are portable versions of desktops, PCs, whereas net ebooks are smaller than laptops and usually do not have DVD drives. Okay, so in previous time we used to have this CPU and a desktop, which used to be very heavy, and people did not carry it with them from one place to another, because they were very huge and it was not feasible to carry a desktop with them. So then laptops were created, which can be easily transferred from one place to another, and they have a huge memory, and they can store a lot of information in them. And similarly, there are net e-books, which are small devices which do not have DVD drives. You cannot in laptop there is a facility of putting drive. If you want to put drives or floppy disk or USB, if you want to attach USB to laptops, you can easily attach USB and all these things with laptop, and it also has a DVD drive or a CD drive. But portable e-books, they do not have that. They are small, and they carry limited amount of information or limited amount of data, because they do not have a huge memory like laptops. But the net e-books, their primary focus is on internet access, so they just use for accessing the internet mainly. They don't carry or store a lot of information like laptops do, a lot of data like laptops do. This is a ultrabook, and an ultrabook is another category of laptops that is slimmer and lighter, but built to offer the same performance as a laptop. Now, laptops also have different types. As we are growing in technology, we are creating new things that are easy to carry, and but they have a lot of memory. So ultrabooks, they are kind of laptop as well. They are a type of laptops, a laptop that are very slim and that are very small. You can see not many people use it, but you can still see that they're very small in size and they're very slim, and but they have the equal amount of storage as a laptop. So they're just kind of laptop which is slimmer, smaller, and very easy to handle or easily portable. Laptops are still huge and they're still heavy, but ultrabook is a small book, like as you can see in this picture as well. So these are the type of laptops. Now we're going to see the types of tablets. So tablets, another type of mobile computer is tablets, which we already discussed. Tablets, they're easy to identify. They come without a keyboard and a mouse and are operated via touch screen. So you must have seen this. This is a tablet. These are three different kind of tablets. Usually people use short form like tabs to call them, and they are just like they are just a computer, but they do not have a mouse or they do not have a keyboard with them. So you just use the screen. It's a touch screen, and you can just use touch to operate them. And they have internet as well. They have all the facilities in them as well, but they do not have a huge memory like laptops. They're small mini computers which can be carried, which are portable, but they have a limited storage. And ebook readers, as the name suggests, that it is electronic book reader. Like you can read, just you have normal books at your homes. You can also read books on a ebook reader. You can download books on this, and you can read different types of books, any book that you want to read. So this is primarily for reading books, and they're used to store and read books, newspapers, magazines, and an example of it is Kindle. And normally people in Pakistan don't use them. You won't see people very often using them. We still use laptops to read books, or mobiles to read books, but you can read any side type of thing in it, any articles, or a magazine, or a newspaper, or a book, or anything. So these are ebook readers. Then smartphones are phones with wireless internet. Everyone has smartphones nowadays. Smartphones have all the different types of apps in them. They have wireless internet in them. You can connect to people, you can call different people, you can message different people. They're smart, so that's why they are called smartphones. Okay, so you can click pictures in them, you can store a lot of pictures or things in them, and they're very easily portable. Everybody is carrying a smartphone nowadays. And then a PDA, a personal digital assistant. This is a PDA, and this picture of a PDA here, right here. They are also known as palm computer because they are very small. They're the size of a palm. As if you see your hand, you can say that they're the size of a palm. These handheld devices can function as a cell phone, fax sender, personal organizer, and have the ability to connect to the internet. So they have limited function. The PDH is basically for assistant, like you have a personal assistant. People hire personal assistant. So these this device, it acts as a personal assistant to you. It will tell you that this is the task that you have to do, or if you want to put a reminder in it, you will be reminded of something. It has also internet access, but you cannot click pictures, or you cannot read a book, or you cannot message somebody. So this is just mainly for assisting you. If you want to remember something, then you can just write it down in it, and later on it can remind you something, remind about something. So this is a very limited type of function. So, and the next one is a portable media device. Media means anything that is related to music, video, games, all these things. So if you want to, it is an electronic device that stores and plays audios, images, videos, etc. So if you want to, like I've already given you an example of MP3 player, or there are some if you have a picture frames, so there are some electronic picture frame as well, in which your pictures just are shown in a slideshow. So these are devices that are very rarely used, but these are mini computers, or because they are mobile computers, because they are small, they are the size of mobiles, and they can be easily carried from one place to another. So these are examples of a mobile. Another type of computer is called a microcomputer, and micro means small, and they are called microcomputers because they have a single based microprocessor in them. So micro means basically small, but they're not small in size. And it is a small computer that is used by one person at a time. So no more than one person can operate these computers at a time. So the desktop computers that you see in this picture are used in most offices, schools, colleges, and homes. They are called microcomputers. They are also called PCs. Sometimes people use it for PCs, which means personal computers. So because one person can use them at a time. So this is a microcomputer. So the third type of category is called mini computers. These computers were made in 1960s, and they were later replaced by microcomputers and mainframe computers. So these the company IBM, it develops computers, so they also develop this mini computers. And mini computers, they are larger than microcomputers, but typically being the size of a refrigerator. So there were types of mini computers. This mini computer was the size of a refrigerator, and mini computer first appeared in the 1960s. In the 1980s, they got replaced by microcomputers. So this was a series by IBM, which was replaced by microcomputers, and which have become smaller and more powerful with time. Series 16160A. This is the example picture of it. Also, sorry, the picture of CDC 68, which is a type of mini computer, is in your book. And Microvax 3100. This is a picture of Microvax 3100. This is also a computer which was made in 1960s. And HP 2100. This is HP 2100. And these are some of this is HP 2100. This is Microvax 3100, and this is CDC 16A. So these were developed in 1960s by IBM, but later they were replaced by microcomputers. So the fourth type of category is mainframe computers. Mainframes are big, powerful, and expensive multi-user computers. They are mainly used for bulk data processing in large organizations like government offices, airlines, and banks. IBM 4381, DEC10, and NEC 610 are examples of mainframe computers. So these are the computers that are basically you don't see them very regularly, because they process a large amount of data. They need a large amount of storage. So they are a huge sizes, as you can see in the picture, and normal people don't use them. They're used by organizations where a lot of data has to be stored. So these are mainframe computers which are used by companies. So the other type of computers are called supercomputers. This is the fifth type of category, supercomputers. And supercomputers are the biggest and the most powerful computers. They often occupy whole rooms. As you can see in the pictures, they are so huge and they are taking almost the whole room. They can process trillions of instructions per second. Just like normal computers, they can do thousands of instructions per second. They can um, process a lot of information at one time because they're huge. They have a huge memory in them. Government organizations and large industries use them for work that requires a lot of numeric calculations, such as weather forecasting, IB. And all these huge organizations where there's a lot of data to process on a daily basis, banks or these news organizations or industries or any government other government organizations, not hospitals, all different type of huge organization where the storage of data of countries is done. So that's why we use supercomputers, because we need a lot of memory, a lot of data to be stored. This is the IBM Secure and Fujitsu's K computer. These are the two examples of supercomputers. So whatever the size of a computer system consists of, okay. So these are the five types of computers that we have read about. Um, uh, Mini computer, microcomputer, mainframe computer, and supercomputers. So today we have read about the classification of computer by size, and in the next lecture we are going to study about classification of computer by their hardware. And I want you to revise all this at home, and I want you to open your page number 1 and 2 of your book, and please read this chapter again and again, and read about all these kind of categories. And if you can gather information, research online, learn more about these computers, so that you can have more information about them. This is your task for today. So I'm going to see you next time. Take care. Allah Hafiz.